corner. And I will need that one. Can we reinstall that here? Hold on. That. Because this one's already built. So just go put that over there. I'm also trying to move the prison down. I'm going to lose lights off this wall. Hold on. Let's put this there for the moment. I worked out that I'm like, I had this as a rather unique shape and I just wasn't liking how it was functionality wise. So I got rid of like the specific shape, but then I'm still kind of like fine tuning it because it still just visually looks off and not quite right. But that has resulted in me like pulling apart shit and shifting it down like a row at a time kind of thing. It's really weird. But I don't have any prisoners at the moment, so it's not like it's a big issue, you know. If I get rid of all of that, the top side's right. I will have to build down this side. I think I've got to move everything in here a little bit, which is fine. I could probably put, without moving those specific beds, if I was to bring this down instead. That potato plants died from rotting. I don't even know how they haven't... Wait, where is that? In here? Who is planting shit in the area? There's got to be somebody. I think Purple, you do planting. You do, but you are going off to relax. I'll tell you what, when you're done relaxing, mate, I'll get you back down in here. I'll just get you to, just harvest everything. Sorry. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've got something like, I don't know, spiky sharp kind of thing just irritating my throat. I haven't like eaten anything, so I don't know what that is. Yeah. I've had like a drink so far, so it doesn't really make sense. Like, unless it's like, you know, because like I only woke up right before stream and it's the old ass typical, like, I don't know, maybe a spider's like chilling in my throat or something, you know, being crushed as I talked. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, I know that probably horrified somebody, but like I've put on shoes before and like gone to school and been like bitten repeatedly and like stabbed by its crushed bones and then like open my shoe and been like, oh fuck, there's like a hand-sized spider in here, you know. So I'm kind of like very unfazed. It would happen. It would probably happen. I'd just be nonchalant about it. I'd be like, you know, throat's a little irritated today, you know. Anyway, I feel sorry for the like miscellaneous arachnophobe that happened to walk into that sentence, and it's just like, I'm done. This is enough internet for today, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna send Purple down here to harvest this whole thing because obviously they're not harvesting it, and I do want to pop these open for like spring. If it's not cold snapping, I might be able to open it up. Hey, Bananarama, what are you up to? Fire starting spree. Beaver's going on a fire starting spree, and I'm gonna remove the roof so we can cut back on a little bit of electricity for a hot minute. Yeah, what are you up to? Let me have some more of that drink and have a cough. Hold on. See if that maybe helps it. Alright. Well, it'll either help it or it won't. My throat's just being like, today. Don't know why. Alright. I'll pop the roof on that. I would like to pop the roof on these, but I think I worked out that these things actually do catch fire. If they're in the rain. I know that logic didn't logic, but like they kind of blow up and stuff if they're under... Oh, hello. You're going to put that out? You are. Okay, just leave that open for a second. And I'll see if that does anything. Have you ever had kombucha? My throat went hoarse. I know of kombucha. I've never personally had it myself. The only kombucha I've seen like in this area, because it's not like... not very common kind of thing, is just like not a very appealing one. So like I haven't had any of that, but like I'm not against any kind of like fermented goods or stuff like that. you know. But yeah, the ones we have in this area don't entice me. But yeah, it's also like 11:30 at night, so it's not like I could get access to that even if I wanted to. But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. It could just be like, it's really humid. It has been really humid this like last fortnight and stuff. Hey, Captain. How you doing, man? So it could just be that it's like, you know, what do you call it? Like irritating my throat in that capacity or something. I don't know. One of those, like, it could be anything. It could also be that like maybe I snored my ass off when I did go to sleep. That would also do it. I used to get that a lot, actually. I used to like start stream, like, because I normally wake up like right before stream, and I'd start stream and then my voice would go to crap, or my voice would have like an hour before it like sorts its shit out. In this case, I don't know. It just feels like something's a bit like sharp, prickly in my throat kind of thing, you know? And there's nothing much I could do about it. I might need to move that over. Yeah, I thought so. I meant to move this over a while ago, and I couldn't because there was a fireplace in the way. I'm trying to go around my base and make sure that all the heaters and fireplaces and stuff are appropriately turned off or not being refueled, so that we have, what do you call it, adequate temperatures. I also want to kick on their coolers soon, but it's not quite, it's warm. Like 21, 22 degrees outside. I guess we could kick them on. It's gonna absolutely rip the temperature. Turn that off for a moment. And I was going to, I gotta make sure these fuckers don't get too hot in here as well, because they very well could catch fire. But I thought I made one of them able to have like grow spots on the ground. This one. And I wanted to see as an experiment, because I've only got a couple that I can do this to. If we don't have another cold snap, if I could just pop these corners, I don't have anything growing on that one. I'll see about putting something there, because I think this is, yeah, it's a grow room. Okay. I know that's like super obvious, but I mean like I have little grow spots. If I pop off the roof, I might be able to like use the sunlight to grow like 4 extra spots of food, and it's like negligible, right? But if it works, because I feel like these things explode when they get rained on. There's only like a couple of spots I can do this. Like this is not one. I can do it here, and I'm curious about why I don't have more grow spots in here. I literally don't care if they're potatoes. I don't care if they're 4 extra spots of potatoes. That's 4 extra potatoes, you know? Like, I have got a couple of things of medicine. I've got a couple of things of, like, cotton and other stuff. I will also try popping the roof on this, but not where it, like, rains and shit. So I'll have to remember to seal that up. I've taken the roof off this with the view that we'll have natural sunlight, which will save me from using one of these, and since we're outdoors, I won't need these on. I may not need these heaters on either if all the roofs are popped. We'll see. I might just turn them off because, I mean, it'll be summer soon anyway. That one's not popped open, but I don't know what ambient temperature that room is going to stay at this point. It's kind of like the first actual like get to experience the grow rooms after spring bullshit, you know? It's like last couple times we keep getting cold snaps. That probably won't grow that much. Potatoes, you could have a feast with those. Yeah, basically, like the problem that I've got is that I've had a couple of winters in a row where we have cold snaps right after winter, and that is basically like crippling us, because like I really need to be producing food all year round, and if I'm losing like, you know, a full season because winter, snow, and then I'm losing a full like half of next season and stuff, I'm really only getting to grow for like, you know, how many we got? We got like, my brain just shut down. So I'm not getting like, I'm not missing 1/3 of the year. I'm missing like more, missing like 1.5 of like, I don't know. I fucking quarters and shit. I went to like say a sentence and my brain had to stretch and yawn and it just like fully fucking shut down, and now I'm just like, I just don't care. I don't care enough to like sort out the like logistics of the sentence. It's fine. But I do need them to be producing food as much as possible, so wherever we can get away with an extra nook that's popped, that's fine with me. Got creativity. Nice. Okay, so everything should start getting warmer. I should probably want to put the air conditioners on soon, but not too soon. I'm gonna try to hold off with that because I know they're gonna absolutely unit the fucking electricity, and we are only just starting to get that kind of good. And I do think it's because of these, the fuel and the chem fuel, and we've got a third one and we're gonna get another one and stuff. And I will have to get rid of more solar and crap, but I also don't have extra components. I could make like extra components and stuff here, you know. My chat delay doesn't today isn't bad. It was like 30-second delay. Could have just been my response time too, because like sometimes like if I'm in the middle of like having a conversation and stuff like that and somebody like adds a message and stuff, it's sometimes got to like wait until like at the end of the sentence kind of thing. And that could be a while with like the way that I talk and shit. But like I normally do try to acknowledge people when they come in. But my, what do you call it? I've got it set to like low latency for my streams, but each stream is very slightly different. Like for instance, RimWorld won't let me stream at the speed in which allows for subtitles apparently. I don't know why. YouTube just won't let me. And Diablo does for some fucking reason. But yeah, I think Diablo's got like the older settings and I've had to like tweak a few of them. Like I initially had it that it was like a normal latency, so there was like a 5-second delay or something between I'd go live, Twitch would go live, and then like another 5 seconds or so later, YouTube would finally connect and then go live. So then YouTube would always be like a couple of second delay between send a message and me getting it. And I found where the settings were to fix that as best I could, so that hopefully when somebody sends a message in Twitch and when somebody sends a message in YouTube, they are almost the same timing. I should get them about the same speed as they're sent. But like I can never guarantee it and stuff. Fine, and you respond very fast. It just took a long time to even appear on your end. I mean, it does a little bit too, because like my bots do have to still pick it up and send it and stuff, you know? Like if you're talking about like where it shows up on screen and stuff, I don't know if that's faster or slower than the other, but like, I mean, the main thing is like I still get like all the messages. So as long as it's all working and shit and I can like see all the messages and stuff, so I can respond to you, that's good. Because like yesterday, I don't know if I had like maybe 1 or 2 people say hello from YouTube. It sometimes is like, some days I sit here and I'm like, I don't know if it's working because like maybe nobody's chatting and stuff, and I can't test it because I cancel myself out, so I don't get a perpetual loop. If I was to like type like hi in chat, right, it doesn't go over to YouTube. Somebody's got gut worms. That's Gat. Gat's always got gut worms. Yeah, it I had to like siphon myself out of like the list, or otherwise it just goes back and forth perpetually. But yeah, there's like technicalities and shit like that. But yeah, I prefer the fact that at least I like see them, even if it's like eventually and stuff. And in most cases, like I normally will respond, like unless like there's a lot of conversation going on and I have like genuinely missed it and stuff, or if it's been some kind of like held by mod or something like that. Sometimes I don't see those at all, like I don't even know that they're held and stuff. But yeah, I was just looking at this little guinea pig because I saw this like black and white. I'm like, no, that's a panther. And I saw this and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a guinea pig scooting around near it too. But yeah, no, I normally respond. I just kind of figure like in most cases, if you walk into a conversation and somebody's like talking and stuff and you know, wave your hand and like, you know, it's kind of like just normal for them to kind of like finish the sentence or like maybe like briefly acknowledge you and stuff and then, you know, keep talking and shit. I don't know, social shit. But yeah, as long as people aren't too stressed about it. If people get like impatient and crap, I don't tolerate that shit. Because it's like, I'll respond eventually, as soon as I can, normally. I do want to take this onto the outer side if I can. I know this is going to make it a bit harder to reach electronics on the inside, but we'll see what we can do. Cats miscarried due to starvation. There's not much I can do about that. Flu, here we go. We've got everybody's catching shit now. Campbell's got the flu. Which Campbell are you? You the new Campbell? No. No, you're the other Campbell. You're OG Campbell. Okay. Well, I might get you up and into a hospital, wherever the fuck my hospital. There we go. There's one. There's the other. And, oh, this one's got medical shit. You can go rest in there. Go sleep in there. Because I know they're like asleep and resting, but they'll do. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Done that, done that. I was doing something. I know I was doing something at some point. What kinds of animals do you have in this colony? Well, total count when I started tonight of animals in general was 657 animals, and 308 of them are pack animals. As far as like specifics and stuff, looks like somebody's just added another thrombo calf to the list. So we have got panthers, megasloths, thrombos, cats, chickens, ducks, sheep, panthers, which I do need to just top that up for a second. We got boomalopes, dromedaries, cows, buffaloes, guinea pigs, yaks, and cats. Oh, and horses too. So yeah, we got a bit. But like we culled probably 400 or so when we got here, give or take. Because we nearly had 1,000 animals at the point when we moved in, and I had to cull it back. And I still have to kind of balance this a little bit. Like, I need them to stop having miscarriages to actually be able to produce babies so we can then cull to get meat and shit. So, yeah. How do you farm panthers? They do hauling. That's what they do. So, I just like cats in general. And panthers were kind of like, you know, at least on most of the maps that I've been on, I don't mistake them for like random cougars, so I don't lose other animals to, you know, wildlife existing. Like there's a cougar on the map right now, right? If I had a pack of like cougars, I wouldn't acknowledge that if it got into like the fences and shit. So yeah, that's why I kind of keep the panthers instead. And as long as you've got like one set of them, they can breed like fucking flies if you give them enough time. Like Bubba is our oldest panther, and he is at the point where his social log is starting to show up just kin. So like it's getting to a point where he's got like, you know, daughter, great granddaughter, fucking whatever else is in here and stuff. And yeah, it's just getting down to a point where it's just kin. Which is kind of funny. But yeah, I have like a fuck ton of them. They mostly just do hauling. Obviously, when it comes down to like a battle, I also use my panthers, my thrombos, and the megasloths and stuff in battle, which I only have one megasloth at the moment. I've only got Chipper, and I've lost a lot of panthers in the past. We had like a lot of battles where the panthers were sacrificed to keep the colonists alive. And at the time, we were also kind of mildly starving, so we ended up just, like, if they died, whittling down, like, the attacker and stuff like that. We got the corpses for food and stuff, you know, from the panthers. So it wasn't, like, a total loss, but it was an unfortunate thing because they are expensive to keep in the sense that I need meat, keep them alive. But, yeah. They do good for attacking. Same with, like, the thrombos. They're pretty good for, like, attacking and shit. They're pretty tank. But they are also kind of, like, fucking hard to, like, heal back up and shit. So, yeah, I don't love them going into battle. But I've got, like, a shit ton of them as well. I also have, like, another section down the bottom more. Like, this is most of the page is just the panthers and the thrombos and stuff. But, yeah. As long as they are, like, fully trained, they'll do guarding, attacking, rescuing, hauling. So that's the other thing, too, is, like, because I have so many animals that can do hauling, like if I could find anything that's actually on the ground, as an example, I don't have much that isn't already picked up. I saw some rocks earlier, and I was just wondering where I saw those. Most of my things have already been brought inside. Cougar Revenge, it's near the turret, so it'll be fine. There we go. Alright, I don't know where I last saw, like, freestanding just rocks that needed hauling, but if I had something on the ground to haul, like, I could mark it up and probably, like, a pack of panthers or a thrombo or something would come and collect that. So my colonists don't need to waste time taking things between areas. Like, I do have people that are specifically, like, set to clean and stuff like that, because obviously the animals getting into areas does make it dirty, but, like, it's not that hard. Like, Albin's in here already cleaning. When they're done with that, like, Mal's in here cleaning. I think Nitro might be coming in to do a clean. If they're not up here at the moment, like, I might get Mal to clean this room. Like, sometimes I just tell them to just grab a room and go for it, kind of thing. Dorsey's also coming in as well. And yeah, it just requires, like, a little bit of, like, post-animal cleanup kind of thing, and then it's otherwise fine. I also have got, like, a shit ton of, like, areas for them to sleep and shit too. Like, they haven't really started filling out these beds yet, but I have got a lot of them. So it's also adding just wealth to the room as well. So that ain't the right color light. That was not a copy paste, was it? I need you to copy that. I don't know where I copied that light from. Oh my god, let me click on the damn light. My god. Because there's a fucking colonist sleeping in the damn bed. There we go. Holy shit. Now let me copy that. Insulting spree, Sasha. Sasha can keep going for it. It's fine. And I can start a social fight. That's okay. But yeah, no. I know that, like, the panthers are a bit of a pain in the ass when I get a lot of them, because they eat a lot of meat. But I also have, I believe, I've got about 40 at the moment, I think. 50, sorry. I've got a cap of 40 adult females, and I've got, like, 20 that are, like, offspring at the moment. So, yeah, once they become adults, 4 of them will get culled, and then I'll change this down. And then basically, like, whatever offspring they have will probably go on, like, an auto cull list. So I would like to keep it that, like, if I could manage it, I'd love to keep it that, like, I have, like, X number of, like, colonists, what do you call it, like, the certain animals, like, reproducing and stuff. That way when they reach adulthood, I get more meat. But I don't kind of think, like, panthers are not a good one for that. They basically, like, as they get born, they need to be culled, kind of thing, because they require, like, a fair bit of training and food meat specifically. So as opposed to like the other animals, which can just go and graze. But yeah, I don't know. I like keeping them. Same with like the cats. Cats don't do too much. They just kind of like go around and like nuzzle the colonists, makes them happy and stuff. I know when I've had smaller colony counts, I have had larger quantities of cats and stuff, but in a colony of like this size, trying to maintain enough food and stuff, I kind of can't have the luxury of having like 50 odd cats, you know? At some point, if we get up to like balance, maybe we'll go for it then, get more cats back. But also like even just adjusting the numbers kind of can fuck it over anyway, because like I need it to get to a point where we have like, you know, in the tens to 20s of thousands of like surplus of food for a colony of this size. Because like I used to have like the 20,000, we had like 100 colonists, and we just can't get up to that at the moment. Also, food-wise, there's a rat and there's a squirrel. And inspired trait. Good for you, Johnson. Alright, so I don't have anything else on the floor, but I do have shit they could possibly go harvest, and it is nighttime. So my people that can do harvesting might possibly do it if they're not already busy cooking. And if they are busy cooking, they'll do it in the morning. And or if they don't get to it, the animals will eat said food areas by morning. So we'll see how that goes. Perhaps if your computer can handle that many colonists. I mean, yeah, I am testing what core game can really do. I don't have any performance mods, and they have like 3 years worth of like social logs, and like I've gone across like 3 different game versions and shit and stuff. So the game is really like being pushed to probably its like maximum at this point. But yeah, at the same time, like I know there's a lot of people that won't watch my content and stuff like that because they're like, oh my god, everything's so slow, why don't you get performance mods? And it's like, I'm trying to see what the actual game can handle. Like at what point does it just like shit itself, you know? Like can I get off world, or will it brick itself first? You know? But like, yeah, I have like 303 colonists, we've got like 650 odd animals. We had at one point, we were kind of more like reverse. We were like 280, 90, something like that people. And we had like 950 animals or something, but they were like birthing like 50 to 100 animals a day. So that managing that like birth upkeep was a bit of an issue and shit. Plus, I don't have a lot of resources. As you can see, all these shelves are empty at the moment, or mostly empty, right? And same for over here. Most of this is mostly empty, and my crops are not grown. As soon as the crops fully grow, because I do have plant sway on as well, so the plants are moving around, as you can see, right? And if I was to turn that off, and my, like, it still wouldn't matter if my colonists decided to go and harvest a crop. Once they've got like 2,000 to 9,000 individual pieces of rice or potatoes or whatever sitting out in the field, like the game will slow down. Rain will slow it down. If I actually get a full inventory of resources, it will slow it down. Like it's like very barren at the moment, which is allowing for like a little bit more sort of calmness, but we've also like lost a lot of like crops and shit, and I've had to like sell a lot of goods for buying food. So yeah, it's, I don't know, they're doing all right, but like I don't know, I get a reasonably number of people that are just like I don't know, either can't fathom the size of a colony, never experienced this size colony. I don't expect many people have, without like possibly having a DLC or mods or something like that. But it's a really, really fine fucking balancing act, like all the time with this lot, because like I have to make sure that I've got enough food, enough medicine that, you know, we can actually like feed them and tend to them and stuff, that I've got whatever resources for trading and or for like maintaining the colony. Like at the moment, I'm trying to dig up as much steel as physically possible because I need to make a lot of components. But I also had to cap the medicine, which if I can just get over to a clearer spot, I had to cap the medicine at about 1,000 because I still need to actually have herbal medicine to be able to tend to the animals, because every time I cull one of these fucking boomalopes, they go kaboom and blow up a nearby animal that needs tending to. I would like to keep them in their own pen, but I also know that they're fucking roaming around with the cats and the panthers and shit, so they also need medicine and stuff. As population size is disaster strikes, it's hard to stop. Yeah, well, that's the thing is when we got flu, for instance, when we were at our last location, like 113 colonists got the flu.